Hey y'all. I hope everybody's doing well. I haven't been on in a while. Just been living life, learning new things, and wanting to share with my followers and maybe some visitors. I hope I have some visitors. That'd be great. About unfamiliar territory. That's what I'm going to be talking about today. Unfamiliar territory. So, this isn't going to take long because if you're anything like me, when you come on YouTube or anywhere where you're watching a video, you like to kind of get in and get out. I'm not one of those people that want to. If I'm listening to somebody, listen. If I'm going to listen to you for 2 hours, you better have something really good you're talking about to me because I haven't reached that place yet. You know what I mean? So I try to be mindful of that when I do videos. I generally don't like to go over 30 minutes. And to be honest with you, if I go over 15, it's because I'm on a roll. So, yeah, I'm going to be talking about unfamiliar places. So, hang tight. One of the places I found myself in at this juncture in life is a very unfamiliar place. And the way I found myself in this unfamiliar place is because one of the things I have to come to understand about the Lord, and you're going to have to come to understand it about it too, if you haven't reached this place. Some of you may have reached this place, so this is not going to be for everybody, but it's going to be for somebody. God will bring you to places that are unfamiliar, and when I say unfamiliar, I mean you will be expecting to go and do a hard right, and God will take you and do a hard left. Or you'll be expecting to do a hard left, and God will take you to straightforward. Because He's God, because He's sovereign, and He can do that. And I think, one of the greatest lessons I've had to learn in this hour, and I know I'm not by myself, some other people have already, like I said, you've already learned this, and some of you are going to have to get to this place. God bless you. But when God tells you He's going to do something, probably one of the worst things you could do is think you know how He's going to do it. I don't care what God tells you. I don't care how great it sounds. Don't ever tell yourself that you know how He's going to do it. If He hasn't announced when He's going to do it, don't tell yourself you know when He's going to do it. Just have a heart of expectancy. Be open to His guidance and stay before Him in the secret place. And we hear about the secret place a lot. Some of you probably go, what is the secret place? Because I'm always hearing people in the church talk about the secret place. You may be saved very recently, or you might have been saved some time and you just don't really know what that means. The secret place is a place where you and God come together. Hence, secret, meaning that it's where you and Him are meeting, and you and Him know about it. Other people don't necessarily know. That's your secret place. It's really not a secret what the secret place is. It's a place where you go to spend time with the Lord. It could be any place. It could be your car. It could be your bathroom. It can be your bedroom. Many people have many different places that they call their secret place with the Lord. Now, many people have designated secret places, and that's fine too. But there may be some of us who don't have designated secret places, but we have secret places. But it just means it's your place where you and the Lord meet. And it's the Lord's time to speak to you. That's really what it means, because that word dwell means to sit. It means you sit with the Lord. That's one of the meanings of that word. In the Hebrew, it means to sit. So it means you're sitting with the Lord. You're communing with Him. You are letting Him have His way in that moment to speak to your heart. It doesn't mean you can't speak, but it means primarily that you are there to hear what thus saith the Lord. And sometimes it may not even be about anyone speaking. It just may be about you sitting in His presence and just basking in it, because one of the things the Lord said to me was, and this was some time ago, but this is what the Lord said to me. He said, even if I'm not speaking to you, just being in my presence is of great benefit. So now I say that to you. Even if you are sitting with him and he's not speaking to you, that's okay. Sit there. Sit in his presence, because that's going to be a great benefit too. Because if you're there, he's there with you. And you know, I can remember there's a few times just me and the Lord, and I could literally feel his arms around me. Seriously. So it is important, and it's a good thing to be in the presence of God in a secret place. So don't deny the Lord of that, but more importantly, don't deny you of that. Okay? So I don't know how I got to that, but I'm sure that helps somebody. But the thing that I came on to talk about was unfamiliar places, unfamiliarity. Ooh, I hope I said that right. Unfamiliarity as it relates to your walk with the Lord, how he'll take you to places you didn't expect to get to, and how it's important for you to not think you can tell God how he's going to do things in your life. Now, some people might say, well, I know that. I know I can't tell God what to do. But let me tell you something. When God starts sending words your way of what he's going to do, listen, sometimes if you're not careful, if you receive enough of those really spectacular prophetic promises from God, you will start thinking that you know how he's going to do it. I think that's just a part of being human, is that you may start thinking you know how these things are going to happen. But I'm just here to tell you, it's all right for you to expect God to do what he said. But just don't think that you know the whens and the hows. Because I'm telling you, you don't. If he didn't tell you it's going to be in 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, or 4 months, don't tell yourself that it's going to be next week and he didn't tell you that, because if you do that, it's dangerous. So that word right there helps somebody. It's not right for you to expect for God to do what he said. Just don't expect him to do it in the way you want him to do it and in the timing that you want him to do it, but do expect him to do whatever he's promised you. And whatever you're going through in your life, for those of you who are in places that are unfamiliar, don't stop believing. And don't allow this unexpected place that you find yourself in your life to cause you to lose hope in God. If anything, seek him the more. Pray the more. Fast the more. Expect the more. So, like I said, I didn't come on to stay on long. I haven't been on in a while. I felt like this was something that somebody needed to hear this. Be encouraged in your unfamiliar place. God is sovereign. If you go back through your Bible, you're going to find there's many people in the Bible who had to go through things that they didn't expect to have to go through. But they came out better than when they went in. When the Bible talks about going through the valley of the shadow of death in Proverbs 23, what does it say? It says, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runs over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. So that is probably one of the most encouraging places in the Bible. So if you're going through a place that's unfamiliar, be encouraged. Don't stop seeking the Lord. Don't allow whatever you're going through, because it is so unfamiliar to you, and it could be many different things. Our unfamiliar places are all different. For some of us, it could be something that happened in a relationship. Maybe all of a sudden in your marriage, and when you thought everything was fine, it just fell apart. Maybe it was a business deal. Maybe it was your children. Maybe it was the loss of a child. So it could be anything that brings you to a place of unfamiliarity that you almost feel like you didn't get any warning about either, right? Because when Job When Job went through his place of unfamiliarity, and boy, was that a tough place. If you don't know that story, go check it out, because it is quite a story of somebody who just found themselves going through a lot, and it was very unexpected for him. But by the grace of God, he made it through. So trust God, keep leaning on him, and don't feel like because you're in a place you've never been that there's no hope for you. The same God who's the same yesterday, today, and forever, the same God who has blessed you and covered you and loved you before you got to this unfamiliar place, is the same God that's going to bless you, cover you, and keep you even in an unfamiliar place. Trust God. Even in an unfamiliar place, trust God. And remember, a sovereign God has plans for you. He didn't say, I know the plans you have for you. No. He said, I know the plans I have for you. Plans to help you and not to harm you. To give you what? A hope and a future, and a what? Expected end. So I pray that expected end is going to come to you, and it's going to come speedily in Jesus' name. Be encouraged. Till next time, bless you.